Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of 90 Day the Other Way, Season 1, Episode 6 or 7. I want to let you all know that I'm running a special on my earrings. You can get 15% off using promo code THANKS. You can find the link in the description box below or in the pinned comment. And also, I'm reviewing claws. You can find that up here. We see Tiffany and Ronald. They're going to have their bachelor and bachelorette parties today. And things are going amazing according to Tiffany. Daniel and Ronald have really been bonding. However, since he's going to have his bachelor party today, he will be, drinking. And this is like one day after he's gotten out of rehab. And Tiffany feels that that's a very stupid idea, considering that the coach, the healer, the whatever you call a person who helps rehab patients, he said that, his addiction could manifest in other addictions, including alcoholism. So, she is scared that Ronald will do things excessively, and Ronald is scared that he'll do things that Tiffany won't like. She gave him a rule book. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. She gave him a rule book or rules. I'm sorry. No excessive drinking, no cash spending. She wants to see credit so she can see what he's doing. No bars and no strippers. His best friend comes over and he won't tell her about the events that he has planned, and he won't tell Ronald, and he says that he swears that there'll be no girls. She says that she hopes that he doesn't do anything that makes her not be able to trust him. So we see Tiffany, she is at Ronald's. Have I been saying Daniel this whole time? Oh my gosh. We see Tiffany, she is at her bachelor party. Is being thrown by Ronald's family. So she brings Daniel. They get massages she gets a massage with his best friend's wife. And she says that she's very nervous, because he could go out and do something stupid, and she just can't handle that. So then we see Ronald. Ronald is out with his friend. They're drinking. He's humping a keg. Then all of a sudden, the stripper comes out, and he's like, I hope Tiffany doesn't find out. Tiffany's going to be very upset with me. And then the stripper asks if he wants her to take off whatever, her dress, and he says yes. And I'm like, but I thought you were just so distraught about, having a stripper here. And then the stripper spanks him. And that's how their story ends. We see Liam and Laura. Liam is Laura's son. They go out to eat, and she wants to know why he doesn't want to have anything to do with Aladdin. Liam says, well, you never really told me about him, and you didn't introduce me. And, we're such close friends, or supposedly, but you stayed over there for 3 months and I didn't know. And then you come back and tell me that you're married. And, I just don't understand why you would do this. And she says that, okay, I'm sorry, that was the wrong thing to do, but I'm going to Tanzania to have the cultural wedding, the 3-day cultural wedding, and I would really appreciate it if you could be there. And he's like, I don't really want to go, and it would just be too emotional for him to handle. And he's scared that she's going to go over to a country where women don't have that much rights, and his mother has a temper, and it's gotten her in trouble before. And, usually that's the end of her relationships with men. And obviously he's always been around, so he's just been able to bounce back. But with him not being there, he's scared that she will, just go to jail, or I don't know. I don't know what Liam meant between the lines when he said that, or if there was any between the lines, but it was kind of weird. So we see her, this is her second to last day. Liam and her are walking their dogs. She says it's very difficult. She wish she could take her dogs with her, but obviously she can't. Um, she understands why Liam is upset, but she's hoping that he will still come to the wedding. Plus, she's been having issues with Aladdin and has been raising some red flags. Basically, Aladdin had this lady, and I guess she wanted him to delete her, but I guess he didn't delete her, and he ended up blocking Laura for a couple of days. And Laura just found out that she wasn't blocked. So I guess Aladdin Skypes her, and he's like, hey, and she's like, hey, and she's like, do you love me still? And he's like, of course, that's a stupid question. And she's like, it's not a stupid question to me. I just need reassurance. Well, she didn't say that, but this is basically what she's saying. And then he's like, I love you. You know, you're going to be here with me soon. Everything is going to be fine. We're going to be lovely. We're going to be wonderful. So today is her last day, and it's very difficult. Oh, that's not it. I hope I said that everything that just happened was her second to last day. So today is her last day, and she's getting ready. She's so sad that she's leaving her son. She's very torn between, Aladdin and her son. They're driving to the airport, and she's like, I hope I'm doing the right thing. And her son is like, well, I can give you 110 reasons why you're not doing the right thing. And she looks at him like, why would you even say that? And then they have this like heartfelt goodbye, and they start crying, and she's like, I really, really want you to come. And he's like, okay, I'll think about it. And the producer then was like, how close are you to your mother? Obviously very close. You can see that we're super close. Like, what are you talking about? Why are you asking me this stupid ass question in the middle of my tears? Like, this is the three that I have left are really quick stories. I'm not in a good mood at all. I'm really overwhelmed with everything. My life is... Anyway, so we see Jenny. She is taking a bucket shower or a bucket bath because there's no hot water. So they have to heat up water on the stove and then, use it. And Submit is scared that this is, going to be a turnoff for her and she'll want to go back home. He then says that he has something to tell her, so he wants to take her to a very nice place to do it. So they go to this nice place. I didn't look at the place because I was typing. And she's like, okay, we're here. And he's like, yeah, we're here. And then he's like, okay, so like how I had a job and stuff. And she's like, yeah. And he's like, well, I don't have a job anymore. And she's like, what? And he's like, I wanted to spend more time with you and get you, acclimated to India. So I left my job. And Jenny is like, well, this is a freaking shock. I got 6 months of savings. I can't work here. How are we going to pay our bills? How are we going to pay our rent? You said that you was gonna take care of me when I got here, and now I'm in this scary ass predicament, and I just wish that you could have consulted me about it. Now she's very nervous because she doesn't know if this is the only thing that he's hiding. We see Paul. He's running across the street. I don't know if that's how Paul really runs or if he does it for TV, but Paul runs horribly. He doesn't understand why he got denied for a visa, so he's on his way to see a lawyer, and he doesn't want to stress Karini out before he figures out what his next plan of action is. So the lawyer reads it. The lawyer is like, he has a threatening terroristic charge, and basically the charge in Kentucky is like terroristic threatening, which sounds like some real deep stuff, but that charge doesn't exist in Brazil. So basically they seen terroristic and they said, oh no, this nigga can't be in our country. No, he's a threat. And they're gonna have to basically do an appeal. They're gonna have to tell the government that, hey, I'm not really, a terrorist. And also he said, I thought my arson charge would do this before my threatening charge. Paul, what the fuck? Who says stuff like that? Who says stuff like that? The lawyer says they're going to file the appeal, but it could take a month. It could take a week. It could take up to a year. And he don't know if, Pedro, he don't know if Paul is going to have the authority to stay in this country. So we don't know, but he needs to get the lawyer his record history, his criminal history, so he can go to the courts. Last but not least, I probably shouldn't have said, no, last and least, we see Devin and Ji-Hoon. Devin is cooking breakfast for them so she can be a good Korean wife. The mother is starting to cook the bacon, and Devin doesn't talk to them. Devin is really just like closed in, and I can see why they would not really, they don't like, you don't really, I know you don't speak Korean, they don't speak English, but you don't even seem like you bubbly or happy around them. Like, it just is weird. The mother starts to cook the bacon, and then Devin is very like, oh no, I wanted to do that. The mother starts to eat the raw bacon and gives some to the father, and they say that it's good. And Devin is looking like, well, what the hell is going on? And then her badass daughter is sitting on the counter. She's making eggs, and they got a whole bunch of cheese in them. And she says that she's trying to make a good impression, but all that food looked like trash. The bacon ain't crispy. Oh no, that was the raw bacon that they was eating. The eggs got too much cheese in them. The mother said the eggs were salty. Drusilla got her hands all up in the food, and Ji-Hoon is like, I mean, it's cool for me to eat off of the eggs because, you know, I know her, you know, Drusilla. But, like, my parents don't know her. Like, this is weird. And he tells her that Drusilla needs manners. Devin says she has manners. She knows how to say please and thank you. Are you that dumb? You know what the fuck I'm talking about. She needs her ass whooped because clearly she hasn't gotten any guidance. And she's still sleeping in your bed. So Devin said that Drusilla was so out of control that she had to go put her down for a nap. They sit down at the table. It was like this weird translating thing when Devin said she wanted to show off. The mother asked Ji-Hoon what she said, and Ji-Hoon said, I don't understand. And I don't know if he said that to just get out of translating or he really didn't understand. And then they pulled out a translator app, and the mother was like, why the hell y'all still using the translator app? You need to learn English. But I mean, he don't know all the English, but he does know some English. More Korean than she could ever know, clearly, because she hasn't learned any, right? So I don't know, but that's the end of their story. Devin does feel like everything is messing up, but everything is messing up because you're not interacting with these people. You're very short and cut and dry, and it's just like, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, y'all, I'm done. I have to finish my project. Actually, I'm not doing my project tonight. I'm doing it in the morning, so it's another day of me waking up with a new problem on my plate. Okay, if y'all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and everything else you want to know about me will be in the bottom bar below. My name is Brielle. I make beats. I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.